of people, it sounds like, will wake up tomorrow with some fresh snow.
Yes, I think in central and southern Maine, it's more of a festive snow that'll make it a white Christmas. But in down east Maine, a little bit more snow will fall there and a little bit more problematic.
Yeah, first shovel perhaps of the season. Yeah,
in some spots for sure. We actually have a winter storm warning that's been issued for Washington County. That's probably going to be the jackpot out of this storm. Winter weather advisories for the mid-coast, central Maine, and the western Maine mountains. No advisories for southern Maine, and I think this map kind of tells the story as far as the impact of the system. Pretty limited impact in southern Maine, but when you get into the mountains, central Maine, more of an impact, and the highest impact will be over down east. Now, right now, satellite and radar trying to show some snow moving into the mountains of western Maine and New Hampshire. But not only is the air cold right now, it's pretty dry. So a lot of that snow will take a while to actually reach the ground. What you're seeing are flakes a few thousand feet above the ground. It is making it to the ground, though, around Watertown, New York, and that's all going to be moving east tonight. So if you have plans this evening, it's just cold out there, but it should be dry. I think that by around midnight, that's when snow begins developing in the mountains of western Maine and New Hampshire. But other than a flurry, it's still dry everywhere else. Now, during the overnight, this will keep moving east, and I think that by about 4 in the morning, most of us will be dealing with light snow, except that dry air may hold on for a while in southern Maine. So I think that it probably doesn't snow much on the coast of southern Maine until around daybreak tomorrow. That's when we should get a burst of snow for a few hours. But almost everywhere it's snowing at 8 o'clock in the morning, and by noon, this is already wrapping up over southern and western Maine. But it actually keeps going in eastern parts of the state, and that's why we'll get the highest amounts in down east Maine, where it takes until later tomorrow afternoon for the snow to shut down. So in total, looking at 2 to 4 inches of snow north of Portland through a lot of central Maine. But once you get to about Rockland, Camden, Belfast, into Bangor, that's where 4 inches or maybe a bit more is likely, and the highest amounts are likely to be over down east, with 8 inches possible in parts of Washington County. South of Portland, not as much moisture, probably just an inch or two that you can wipe away tomorrow morning once it all wraps up. If you get any Christmas Eve plans, the weather actually looks quiet. Other than a few flurries down east, it will be cold. We'll have temperatures dropping into the teens during the night and the wind chill around midnight, probably about 10. Wanted to mention that on Christmas Day, there actually still is a little moisture, so there may be a couple of festive flurries over down east Maine Christmas Day. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds with highs in the upper 20s to low 30s. That's because this system just kind of hangs around offshore. But then high pressure builds in for Thursday and Friday. Both of those days look nice with sunshine, dry air, chilly temperatures, but not much wind, which, as you know, is the key this time of the year. So the forecast later in the week looking pretty good. Seas will be running 3 to 4 feet with a southwest wind 15 to 20 knots, becoming northwest in the afternoon. So morning snow tomorrow. Again, you really have to be in eastern Maine for the biggest impact, but a lot of us will have some to shovel. It's done in most areas for the afternoon. And for Christmas Day, a mix of sun and clouds. We'll have highs in the upper 20s and low 30s. Quiet for Thursday and Friday. Next system comes in over the weekend, probably on Sunday.
Okay. As for the timing and what it could be, we're lucking out here.
Right.
Overnight is good. All right, Ryan, thanks.
You're welcome.